Mike McVey. And what game do you have here?
So we have Sedition Wars Battle for Alabasta, which we're releasing this summer. Should be a Gen Con launch and available in retail shortly after that. And it's going to be a boxed game with about 40 high-quality plastic miniatures and 5 of these double-sided game boards, rules, dice, cards, everything you need to play in this, fairly large box. And it's a science fiction miniatures board game, and it's the Strain, this biomechanical menace, against the Vanguard, the science fiction soldiers.
Will you be adding new factions?
We will. We'll expand. The first expansion will be the Firebrand Rebels and Bounty Hunters, so at that point we'll have 4 factions, and then if that goes well, then hopefully we might break it out into a skirmish game as a long-term plan.
Is it odd for you to be back in futuristic war games?
No, I really like it. It's a pleasure. Really, it's nice to be developing my own property and seeing where it leads.
So you've been involved, of course, with Games Workshop.
Yep.
Privateer Press.
Yep.
Now this. Your wife painted these, correct?
Yeah, my wife paints the display minis and is involved with the back stuff as well.
What's next? Is it really this?
Yeah, this is what we're concentrating on right now, and then you will do the first expansion, and then we'll just see where it develops after that.
Where are you living now?
We're living back in the UK.
Okay. And coming out to the States?
Yeah, to promote things like this,
What about the gameplay? How involved were you in that?
So I'm an artist and designer and things like that, so I'm getting a guy who's a rules designer to do those. I play tested and I've played the game a lot, and I can tell you it's really fun to play. It's fast, and the combat resolution is very quick, and there's some really interesting little mechanics. The Strain have this thing called Nano, which is the virus which they want to infect the other team with, and that moves around the board and gets to try and infect the Vanguard guys, so it's a really fun game to play.
Was it actually, is it you or is it Studio McVey?
It's Studio McVey, which is basically me and my wife. Okay. So we're making the game and doing all the artistic side. Cool Mini are not going to be publishing and distributing the game for us. Do
you have a little painter in the works? Do you have some painter children?
We have one 5-year-old boy who's already painted several miniatures, and he's surrounded with them, so we can't really escape.
But no Slayer sword for him yet?
Not quite yet, no.
He's getting there. Is that Youngblood? Youngblood
maybe,
category?
Yeah, we'll see.
Does he show much interest in your work?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, whenever his friends come round, the first thing he does is bring his friends round to show them all the miniatures and the cool stuff that we work on.
What's the coolest sculpt here?
So, I think the coolest sculpt is the Grendler. It's this big guy here, and he's kind of like the big boss of the Strain.
What special abilities or attacks does he have?
Well, he has some really interesting stuff. He actually produces the nanovirus that moves around the board. But he has one really cool attack he has. If he attacks someone with his mouth and he hits, he swallows them. And then when that model's inside, you can do different things with them. He can mutate them into one of the Strain, or he can do damage to them and spit them out again, or things like that. So he's very cool in the game.
And then these are the very human. What's their name?
The Vanguard.
The Vanguard.
Yeah, and this is the leader of the Vanguard here. Is this figure here is Captain Cara Black, and really the story is it's almost like her story. So the game takes place on her first command, where she's been sent out to deal with the Strain menace in this abandoned research facility.
How did you partner up with Cool Mini or not?
So I've been working with these guys for a little while. They buy some of the Studio McVey minis and sell those on, and we just came to they really loved what we were doing, so they said they would publish the game when we made it. So we agreed, and that's what's happening.
Great. Well, thank you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you.